And it is kind of related because it did come out of the .all conference. I was talking to some people there that they're using SEOmatic, and they're like, oh, we wish there was a nicer way to debug what's going on. So one of the things that I've been working on is this little debug toolbar thing. You can see this over here in the lower right corner for SEOmatic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if I click it, it's going to come up.
Ah.
There we go. And it gives us a whole bunch of information on like stuff that's going on this page. So like here are all of the tags that were generated. Right. So here are the showing you the guts, basically. Here are all of the internal data properties that are in this particular tag. And then here are the resulting tags that are rendered. Shows you everything that's going on. Like this is the source data going into it. And then this is what's coming out. So it's kind of like a debug inspector for SEOmatic. And so we get down here. So here's like the JSON LD. So here's the rendered JSON LD. Some people wanted this like a quick, easy way to copy and paste this into a validator.
Yeah.
And you can also see that it will do, it shows you all the properties. On the left, here are the raw properties. So here's everything going in. And then after everything is rendered as twig, here it is on the right. And it will show these little warning and error thing if you've got suggestions for things that could be better or fixed with it. So for instance, this says that these are not the right types, so we should be fixing that.
Yeah.
And then it will also show you, I'm almost done with it. It will also show you the SEOmatic variables that are injected. And it again shows you them raw, and then when they're rendered, what they're parsed to. So it shows you all that kind of stuff there. Here's something that I'm finishing up. But what I want to have happen is when you hover over one of these things, you can go here and it'll copy a accessor or a setter, a getter or a setter for this value, right?
Ah.
So instead of having to remember that you need to do like set title equals, SEOmatic.meta.SEO title, it will just copy it for you, either in Twig or in PHP. And it becomes even handier when you're talking about doing it for one of these things, so like a tag, because it will generate like SEOmatic.tag.get, and in this case generator, and then it'll generate the all the code for doing that. But that's basically it. Oh, and the other cool thing is this is showing you the combined view. Mm-hmm. You can also look at what is coming in from entry SEO, like if you've got an SEOmatic field. Here's what's coming in from content SEO, and here are the global SEO settings. And the way SEOmatic works is it layers one on top of the other. So the base is global SEO, and then content SEO is layered on top of that. You can see there's not much that is overridden, but the JSON LD is, because it changes it to a web page, changes it to something different. Same thing if we had any entry SEO, and then combined is what finally is introduced into your template. And it does the same thing with variables.
What was the inspiration for doing this?
Like I said, in talking to a number of people on and off over the years, and also specifically talking to some people at .all, they wanted a kind of better way to understand and debug what's going on. And I think this, it's all in the documentation, but it's all about like containers and tags. And I think seeing it here gives you a little bit better mental model of what's going on. Like, here are all the tags that are in this general meta tag container. Here are the properties going in. Here's what it looks like when it's rendered. And then here are the resulting tags. Like, I think it'll just help people figure out what they're doing a little easier. And then also it'll make it much easier for people that, they want to change like just the robots tag. So you want to be able to copy out the expression that you can just paste into your code. Like, if I want to change first of all, I may not know the name of it, right? So it's, it's in here somewhere. There it is, robots. I may not know how to access it. It'll be nice for you to be able to just go like this and then copy out the code. As you can see, that's the one thing that's not finished in here.
Yeah.
But that's another impetus for it, is to make it easier for people to modify and change stuff in SEOmatic.